Good day. Thank you for being here and opening this video and trying to gain some more information of what I am offering when I talk about the inner child. I've done quite a bit of writing on how the inner child impacts us in adult life. That voice that jumps up and gets us to react in certain ways that are, I would say, quite juvenile, but at the time, we're not aware that they are the inner child voice because we are not aware how impactful that inner child is in our lives. So I've prepared this video in line with the information that I have put out recently. And today I'm going to just walk you through what to expect when you join one of our inner child workshops. First of all, the question is, why would it be 2 days? And I'll get to it in a little while. So bear with me while I take that into consideration. All right. So the workshop that I would like to present to you as far as the inner child is to be able to engage our inner child to discover meaningful change. So, as I said previously, we are not aware of how much our inner child actually guides us and propels us into good and not so good behavior patterns in adult life. So what this workshop does is, if we have not had good inner child patterns, and if we've had a difficult upbringing and whatever the reason is, how to actually get to embrace that inner child, heal what needs to be healed so that we can move forward in a meaningful manner. So that is the purpose of this workshop, is to gain insight into how we are connected into each other. Because my inner child, when I am in a relationship with anybody else around me, I'm also not just connecting to the person that I see, I'm also connecting to that person's inner child, to that person's family system. And this is all in the subconscious. So that is why it is difficult. We try and analyze why people are the way they are. And the question is, before I know why people react to me the way they do, I need to know how I am reacting to others. So I notice that my life is stuck, is maybe overwhelmed, not motivated. And I'm propelling you, I'm asking you to engage in a 2-day learning workshop. Why 2 days? What I have found when we do deep work, because the inner child has been our constant companion since birth. And we tend to put a lot into a very, very closed container. And what we cannot see, we cannot heal. And so the first day is literally there to allow us to just have a look at it a little bit from a distance, and then in the second day to look at the inner child a little bit closer. And the whole idea of this workshop is to let go of the past and to be in tune with our inner child and get the inner child to lead with renewed wisdom. So that's the basic of this 2-day workshop. So what we are trying to do is we want to unlock new possibilities into your life. So it's not about just getting stuck in all the stuff that's wrong. It is, how can we get from where we are and develop new possibilities, opening up new ways of being with each other. And what we are trying to do with that is to allow the inner child to lead the way. Because your inner child and my inner child and our inner child is full of wisdom and insight. And it's because of that wisdom and insight that that inner child created the behavior patterns that it has. It hasn't done so to hurt us. It hasn't done so in spite. What it's done, it has used whatever its learnings have been during that time to protect the inner child. And so we need to embrace that. And we need to say to this inner child, wow, you did a good job. But you know what? Your job that you did there is done. We need to find a new way for you to do a good job going forward so that we can be in really great leadership within our own lives. And we do that through systemic constellations. So the aim of this workshop is to unlock the power of your inner child. So we want to say, what is the power of that inner child? So in the work that I have seen coming forward on social media is, it's not about the outside world and how you can empower the outside world to suit you. It is about you, your inner world, your inner child to become powerful so that when it steps into the outer world, it can do so with confidence, with renewed understanding, with renewed learning, okay? So what the family constellations work does, it explores the deep inner self, because it's important to recognize the power of understanding where our stories come from. So sometimes we have a story, and when we really look at it, wow, that story no longer makes sense because life has moved and it doesn't make sense. But when I hold on to that story, it actually creates distance between where I want to be now in the full power of myself. And therefore, then when we struggle to manifest, because we always manifest from where we are at, we cannot manifest new and different ways when we are stuck in old patterns, when we are stuck in old stories. And what this work leads us to do is to discover from the heart. So a lot of us have developed coping mechanisms because they served us well. And most of those coping mechanisms are from an analytical point of view, from the head point of view. And so we are going to say to you, let's see how the inner child can guide you to see what is unstoppable. What is it that the inner child really wanted to achieve before it got stopped, before it got locked inside? What is it that inner child wanted to achieve? And then we want to discover the path to listen to that inner child in a more profound way. So by unlocking new possibilities, we are going to meet. I have 2 workshops coming up. The one is an in-person circle. It is at Blandford Manor in Randburg, that is Joburg. And it is a beautiful venue because it gives us a safe space, cars are safe, it gives us everything that we need. And most of all, during our breaks, it's got beautiful open lawn, and there's a river water around. So it helps you to just find a calm space between the working times. Also, we will have, you can come a little bit earlier. We will have a breakfast. So if you come at between 8:30, 8:45, there's a breakfast that is going to be served. We do meet in the breakfast room and do our introductions in the breakfast room before we move into the venue itself. So it'll be the 16th and 17th of March, which is a Saturday and Sunday. Yes, the dates are very soon coming up. Then I also have the online circle, which is going to be a Zoom link that will be provided to you upon booking. So the beauty about that is that we can do the work you do it in the comfort of your own home. And those dates are the 13th and 14th of April from 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Thank you for being here with me, and thank you for the little trip that you enjoyed with me. I hope it's enough to whet your appetite. Make your booking now. Don't wait. I don't know when I am going to repeat this particular workshop. I generally have it only once a year because I've got other themed workshops that are coming up, and they sort of follow one another. So I've got the relationship workshop coming up sometime in the year. I've got the trauma workshop coming up sometime in the year. So if you want to really look at your inner child, and it is really, really important to look at your inner child, I vouch for it. Do your booking now, and let's see. I'm positive you're going to have an amazing experience. I look forward to seeing you.